Hello everyone, before we get into this video, I just want to say that this video is just going to be me just chatting with you guys for kind of our end of the year update review, you know, YouTuber-esque video. I sat here about a year ago and made a very similar video where we kind of drastically changed a lot of the videos that at the time we were making on this channel, and here we are a year later with we gained like 3,500 subs in a year, which is pretty crazy for me, if I'm going to be honest, because I never had any expectations at all when we first started doing this thing. When I first started uploading, it was really just because I was teaching myself how to video edit. I had wanted to make content and videos for like ever. I'd always wanted to do it, and I just had never taken any initiative, I guess, to do it. And then finally, a bunch of events happened in my life, and I just kind of was like, felt fed up, and I was like, okay, man, I want some creative outlet in my life. I've always wanted to video edit, stream, attempt to do these things. So I was like, screw it. A bunch of people in my life have told me you can't do these things. You know, they're not going to be, like, you shouldn't do these things. They're a waste of time. And, you know, when people tell you things like that long enough, you kind of just get sick of it, right? And you want to prove them wrong. And that's really kind of what happened to me. And yeah, if you would have told me a year ago, that my channel would grow to like whatever we're at now, 4,400 subs or something, I wouldn't believe you. I never thought anyone would ever watch my videos, let alone we'd have like, you know, 4K subscribers and I'd be able to like make actual money doing this, just talking about silly things that I enjoy, like Dungeons and Dragons or anime. That is to say, guys, I just want to tell you I'm extremely grateful. We're a very small channel. Tons of people are bigger than us, and that's perfectly fine. Like I said, this channel was originally just kind of a creative outlet for me. Fraud is a tag that I've used in gaming for like 10, 15 years. A long, long time. So fraud on the telly, me on your television, on your screen, that's really where the name came from. I've had some past people ask me, where'd you get the name? Where'd the name come from? And that's kind of just the name. I've thought about changing our YouTube tag so many times because I feel like it's long. It has nothing to do with what we talk about. Let me know in the comments down below. Should we change our name? I've thought about it a lot. We could get a rebrand in the future, even though I do really like the logo that I made. In this video, I just kind of want to chat with you guys about the future plans for the channel. Maybe let you guys kind of get to know me a little bit better. If you haven't come into our live streams, I actually used to live stream a lot over on twitch.tv/FraudOnTheTele. I'm way more kind of down to earth, more open, talk a lot more about myself and I guess kind of personal stuff than in the YouTube videos. It just kind of is what it is, and how the format of the things go. Also, being on camera for video editing is much different than like a live stream for whatever reason. I feel like I can be more myself. Lately, though, as the channel's taken off, I've had less time to stream. So one of the things in 2023 that I want to do is stream more again, either on Twitch, so go follow me there, guys, or we probably stream some on YouTube as well, because we already have, you know, you guys already watch my content here, so we might as well already stream on YouTube, so I need to do a first YouTube stream at some point. But I just want to kind of give you guys a better idea of who I am as a person, I guess. So I'm a millennial. I graduated college in 2017-ish. I got my degree in political science. I was working in politics all through college, political campaigns, running political campaigns, lobbying when I graduated for a while. That shit sucked. I got really fed up with it, so I went to law school. Law school did not work out after a couple of years, was not in the right mental headspace for it, really messed up time in my life, so we quit that. Throughout this whole time, I was big on health and exercise science, health and fitness. I had gotten into kind of like bodybuilding and working out when I was in high school because I had really bad self-image issues, and that really helped me, kind of gave me a lot of confidence as a human being, as a person in this crazy world that we live in. And so I was like, you know what, man, I'll just go get my licenses and become personal trainer. So I got a bunch of licenses. And that's what I kind of do now. I work as a personal trainer. I do this YouTube stuff as a hobby on the side, and luckily we can make some money from it. As well as I work as a freelance editor a lot for like businesses, other content creators. We've done some work for other content creators. Right now I'm actually looking to try to kind of move a lot of my full-time work less in the training world and more into either editing for other content creators, for businesses, and doing this YouTube stuff because I really love it. This is something that I've always wanted to do. I eventually kind of got fed up and just taught myself how to do, you know, taught myself Photoshop, taught myself Premiere Pro, After Effects, all that good stuff. Eventually, I went back and got a degree in creative media production, so I'm technically trained to do this stuff. Actually, a couple weeks ago, I applied to be a Twitch streamer Moon's editor. I've been a long-time member of Moon's community, if you guys know who that is, a long-time member. So maybe we'll end up being his editor. Who the heck knows? Probably not, but we'll see. All of this is to say that this year has been pretty wild for me. It's changed a lot, and I want to say I'm super grateful for you guys for watching the videos that I've made. I do want to say that I have no idea what the future really holds for this channel. I like talking about the things that I enjoy. Sometimes that's Critical Role, sometimes that's Dungeons and Dragons, sometimes that's anime, sometimes that's who the fuck knows what. I don't really consider myself like a Critical Role YouTuber. I know we have a large section of people that are in the subscriber base that are critters, which is awesome because I've been a critter since day one. Basically, I was lucky enough to discover Critical Role like a week after they had their first live stream on Geek and Sundry way back then. So I've been kind of a member of this community in some aspect for a long time. So it's really cool and really humbling to kind of have a section of that community be in my community, I guess, and help pay my bills. I'll be completely transparent with you guys. YouTube is still very much a hobby for me, but you guys do with the ad revenue from the views I get help pay a decent chunk of my bills. We make anywhere from like $1,000 to like $3,000 on YouTube, depending on, I guess, like how many views we get. But obviously, we don't really do sponsors here. I think I've done one sponsor ever in my life, and that was like a Twitch sponsor like a year ago. So thank you guys. I do appreciate it. We do have a Patreon that I have very, very neglected. I'm thinking of ideas that I want to do for content for that Patreon. So if you guys do support me on Patreon, I thank you. Note that I will be doing some big updates for the Patreon this year, hopefully, as we continue to grow. But I just want to kind of make it clear that I don't really know what the content is going to be for 2023. I want to talk about Legend of Vox Machina Season 2. We're going to talk about Critical Role some more. I want to talk about all the crazy anime that's going to come out. I also want to talk about some other serious kind of commentary topics maybe sometime in the future. I don't really consider myself a Critical Role D&D YouTuber. I consider myself, I guess, maybe just more of a general commentator media YouTuber. If anything, I don't really know. At the end of the day, I kind of just like making videos about stuff that I enjoy. And if you guys watch it, you guys watch it. If not, you don't. There's literally sections and months where I'll talk about anime for like weeks on end, and our views are a lot lower. Right now, you know, we're still so small as a channel that, yeah, I just want to continue making stuff that I enjoy and continue doing creative things and talking about topics that make me happy or I find interesting. And if people watch, they people watch. Obviously, I know that we have our section of the Critical Role fan base that are going to watch way more of my Critical Role type D&D videos, let alone the anime ones or other media ones. And that's perfectly fine. You know, for all we know, we could make a video about, like, I don't know, Attack on Titan in the future and pick up, like, 5K subscribers, and the next thing you know, we're an Attack on Titan channel. This is just the way that YouTube works, especially, like, when you're as small as we are. At the end of the day, I'm just glad that you guys like to listen to me talk and ramble about silly stuff. I am curious, though. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to hear me, I guess, commentate on maybe some more serious issues going on in the world and in media. It's not that I don't have opinions on them, but I've always felt like this channel has kind of been more of a lighthearted space. So I've tried to keep a lot of maybe the more serious, heavy topics and definitely politically charged topics away from this channel, because I don't really think that that's the space for it. There's been times where I've wanted to talk about it. I've debated making another channel just to do, I guess, more serious commentary-esque reaction, I guess, type commentary content. Let me know if that's something that you'd like to do. I've debated it, but also, like, I'm just one person. I edit all of these videos, so I only have so much time in the day to put out content as frequently as we do. A year ago, I put out kind of like a goal for myself to put out, you know, 3 to 4 videos a week for the entire year, and we somehow managed to pretty much do that, which is pretty crazy. And I'd like to think that a lot of the reason why you guys continue watching is because we do continually put out videos pretty consistently, which I'm going to continue to try to do. Obviously, I don't know what the future holds for us in 2023. If I end up working as some kind of full-time editor job for a streamer or another YouTuber, then obviously the content's going to slow down, but I'm going to keep you guys updated on all of those things, as well as I switch jobs in some kind of capacity, because this is very much, I guess, a kind of monetized hobby right now. We're by no means full-time. but I do very much appreciate all the support that you guys give me. I love making these videos. I love doing YouTube. It's so freaking fun. I feel very blessed, I guess, is a word that one could use. A word that I wouldn't use that often, but I feel like this is a pretty apt a pretty apt situation to use it. Ultimately, I just want to say thank you guys again for the support you guys have given me this year. I look forward to spending 2023 with you guys, talking about all sorts of nerdy stuff, as well as maybe some other new content. I've got lots of ideas that I want to try, lots of different IRL stuff, so expect different types of videos. Who knows what the channel is going to look like in a year from now, though I know that some stuff isn't going to change. Like, we're still going to talk about Critical Role. I mean, Legend of Vox Machina Season 2 comes out like in 20 days, so you know I'm going to talk about that. I want to do Easter egg content. I love Easter egg content, so I can't wait to comb through all these Legend of Vox Machina videos. Expect that for like all of January and February. Just expect a lot of that shit, as well as definitely expect anime content. There's lots of anime I want to talk about, especially coming up in January and in the spring. So expect anime content, and I'm sure we'll be talking about a plethora of other things as well. Thank you so much for continuing to support me. Without you guys, we probably wouldn't have this microphone or the camera that I'm using to record this video on, as most of the money that I make from this YouTube channel does go into trying to make the content better, as well as pay for my bills. So I just want you all to know that, and I am super grateful. As always, guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Until next time, stay safe out there. Peace, love.
Still won't hesitate to save you. If I call, would you pick up? You used to say, love, please keep your chin up. Everybody been asking what happened, it's the past now. I'm quick to change the subject and hide it behind a laugh now. Small town girl with big dreams and you chased them. They said everything they could, it didn't phase her. I know we'll see each other again in due time. Look back and laugh.